everyone, and welcome back to Horizon Zero Dawn. Last time we did some story stuff, finished up all of Aaron's quests, and kind of kept things going. And thank you for the reminder that I did not need to see Microsoft. Appreciated. But how is everyone doing? Just a Guy, Mito Green, Booskary Helicopter, Jaskerica, Juan, hello everyone, and welcome. So, I was quite busy in between last session and this session. You'll see that my level has jumped up to 44, and that's because I took the time to finally complete all the Hunter's Lodge quests. All of them are done. Even though all of them are marked on the map. It's really dumb. But yeah, all those are done. I have completed every corrupted zone, and I've completed every bandit camp. The only thing I haven't done, from I can tell, is locate all of the campfires to go on. And I think I even found while I was running around, found another side quest that I haven't taken on yet. Let me give them a filter here real quick. Yeah, I could take all those off. Don't need corrupted zones anymore. Don't need bandit camps anymore. There we go. It's somewhere around here, I think. But either way, I have gotten a lot done. So yeah, all good there. So before we get to the actual story stuff, of course, there's a few things to turn in. We got the weapons of the lodge. We can do Sunstone Rock and also cause for concern, and just get those out of the way before we move on to the actual story, since we do want to see all the other side quests as well. So yeah. So let's go get our actual reward for turning in all this stuff at the lodge. I'm curious what kind of weapons, like, do they make this worth it, or is it a waste of time? I don't know. And yes, I believe there's about 9 story missions left. That's not including, of course, Frozen Wilds, but we'll get there. We'll get there.
Cherished brother, and Sunhawk Talavad Khan Padish.
What can I do for you today?
Beloved father.
All right, let's claim the rewards. Smash Matt, thank you very much for the 100 bits.
You brought in all the sun marks.
1 second.
You're going to make a lot of hunters jealous. Not that it takes much. I'm pleased to present to you a Lodge Blast Sling, a Lodge Rope Caster, and the Lodge Warbow. Congratulations, you're a master hunter of the Lodge. All I can give you now is encouragement.
Well, there we go. Got all that stuff, but yes! Smash Matt, Frog Champ for today. All the frogs, otherwise known as the Mad Frogs from Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse, they can only be encountered in Block 4, Route 5, aka the Marsh, or the Murky Marsh of the Morbid Morons. As far as I can tell, they just hop back and forth. They still damage you, though with knockback and all. I guess they must be poisonous. Yeah, they're rough. I remember them. And Cat Evie with 100, thank you as well, saying 2 weeks till Comic-Con. I'm getting excited. Oh, I honestly completely forgot about that. Is the game a little quiet? Let me take a look at that real quick. I might have turned it down for a previous stream, so let me get it back up, and hopefully that all sounds good. Thanks for letting me know. Just a Guy. Alright, hopefully that sounds a bit better. Oh yeah, we have a full-on band going here. Alright, well, let's take a look at our new goodies. The Lodge Blast Sling, the Lodge Rope Caster, and the Lodge Warbow. How do they compare to what I have? Let's see. Blast Sling. 46. Okay, don't get the elements with it, but the handling is much better. Alright, not bad, not bad. The rope caster is... Let's see. 105 and 182. Okay, but with a little bit of improvement, I can see that being pretty good. And of course, the warbow, which I use the sharpshoot bow. This warbow I don't use too much, but yeah, we can stick some stuff on it and see what happens. And New Age Nub, yes, I am going to be streaming Frozen Wilds. We'll be doing that. So here's actually what I've been thinking about, because I'm doing a second game as a family-friendly Halloween game, since I know a lot of you don't actually enjoy scary games. So one of the things I've been thinking about is actually using Sunday, or not Sunday, but Saturday. And thank you for the host, Bell. And actually, she just sent me something over that I really want to get, so I'm going to do that real quick as well. I'm talking. But yes, the let's see. Yeah, I'll just keep it that. So yeah, I have a family-friendly Halloween stream I want to do, and I want to do an actual scary one thanks to Silent Hill 2. And my thought was after I was going to say after Fire Emblem, because that's going to end sooner and we want to do it within October, to do Silent Hill 2 rather than have it be on Saturday, since Horizon seems like it's still going to take a little while. So I want to check with this because it was requested by, let me find it here real quick. It was requested by, where are you? The Forsaken One. The Forsaken One, are you here right now? Because I got a question for you regarding Silent Hill 2. Because my thought was to squeeze in these family-friendly games was being Thursday nights, since I can't do, since I don't have TNT for Good Vibes Gaming then, and it makes sense to do it makes sense to do, that's basically when I'm free, is basically around 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, somewhere around there, and do it then. But then I was thinking it makes no sense to do a scary game during the day, which would be either Tuesday or Saturday, and the family-friendly game at night. So I'm thinking the family-friendly game, taking over either Fire Emblem or Horizon, and doing Silent Hill 2 at night on Thursdays. So yeah, apparently the Forsaken One's is here. So I want to check that with the Forsaken One, because the big thing is they're here to watch. So if we see them, definitely let me know so we can get that in. In the meantime, I gotta open this up and get a little something going here. Where is it? Here we go. Let's see. And there we go. So, what I have just done is added in a brand new emote. And hopefully that will appear pretty soon. Alright, let me get out of here away from this, and then we'll take care of the crafting here to modify these weapons. So we should have a new emote, which I think is pretty thematically important for this one. Hopefully it'll get in there soon so everybody can use it. But yeah, Belle worked hard this morning to get that all ready. And I think it turned out great. So I'm excited. I am definitely excited. Alright, let's do... this one and... this one and save the others. Do that and... there it is. We got our Aloy mode. Mito Green's using it. So yeah, anytime you see me doing side quests instead of main story stuff, you can pop on Aloy because she is avoiding story. There's just so much else to see. It's way more interesting. Let's see, we'll do a shock. Corruption. And a nice. Why not? There we are. Yeah, I had this idea of just a sign saying, hey, story's this way. And Aloy's just happily running in the other direction. And, you know, the way I play games, you'll get a lot of opportunities to use that emote. Let's be honest. Actually, real quick. I think I'm going to keep my sharpshoot bow. I think I am going to... let's see. 105 to 182. Yeah, this is definitely... we'll do this one. And that'll be good. Alright, next quest. Let's go to Cause for Concern. Oh, the Aloy's running in two different directions. There we are. So let's see what we can run into this time. But yeah, we'll wait for... I'm just asking... I guess I'll ask all of you, but I generally matter... yeah, the big one is the Forsaken one. Whether Thursdays at night makes more sense for Silent Hill rather than, you know, during the day. And that way we can put the family-friendly stuff on either Saturday or Tuesday.
It's so bittersweet. Like a smile through bloody teeth.
What's the matter? You look disappointed.
Oh, the bandit clans are gone. I hear another turned back at the southern plains. Just at a sniff of the legend we carved.
Oh, nice.
That's what all this bloodshed was for. To end the bandit threat.
But now there's nothing left to kill. Unless... No.
I guess this is our last farewell.
After all we've been through, this isn't the place for that. There's a mesa south of Meridian with a view of the spear shafts. Meet me there.
I don't know if I trust him. Boost Scary Helicopter, what's not scary game? We're currently going through that right now. I have polls going up on my Twitter between various games, and one of the first one, the first poll was won by Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection. The second poll was won by Little Nightmares, and I have a third poll up for this games that sort of fit the season of Halloween, which is currently between Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, Costume Quest, The Mummy Demastered, and Death Road to Canada. Right now, Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon's winning pretty handily. And then the idea was to put the three winners against each other. That said, my thought was, with Ghosts and Goblins Remaster and Little Nightmares being rather short, if the last game selected was also short, just sort of switched up. But with Dark Moon winning, I can see that's a little bit lengthier, and I feel like it would suck up all the time. So it'd be mostly Luigi's the winner, and then if I had time, get to the second game, and maybe even the third if again there's time. I will say this, I would not do what I do for other games and try to get 100% in Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. We just go through the story. There's no way Luigi's Mansion 2, what's the point of a poll when one game is much more well-known and popular than everything else? I mean, yeah, the thing is, I've never played Dark Moon on stream yet. And the other thing is, hello there. The other thing is I know it's sort of the black sheep. Not as many people enjoy Dark Moon compared to the original and Luigi's Mansion 3. So I didn't know if it actually went or not. I honestly was a little up in the air. How's it going, Nil?
I did wonder on my way here. Well, if you were luring me into an ambush.
Where's the fun in that? Some bandit sprawl would never have done for our arena. But this, much better. There's a sense of drama. So, what do you say? How about we try to kill each other?
And yeah, I enjoyed Dark Moon as well. I actually do prefer it a little bit over the original, but I know that's an unpopular opinion. Let's say...
Wait, you brought me out here to ask if I want to fight you?
To the death. We'll savor it because we only get this one time.
Actually, I don't know what else I expected.
What do you guys think? Should we accept it or decline it? Part of me wants to accept it because this guy is kind of clearly unhinged. Like, I don't know if we should leave this guy available to, okay, according to New Age, decline him when you get him as an ally. Not bad. We'll decline it. Why not?
I'm flattered that you think of me this way, but I don't want to kill you.
Don't be hasty. When it's life against death, hunter against hunter, I know it'll come to you.
Is that really what you want, Nil? You know, I don't think you have a death wish. What you have might be worse, but I see there might be a need for you in this world.
I don't understand.
I won't fight you. That's my decision. You can respect it, or try to shoot me in the back as I go.
Then it's over. Your last arrow is the cruelest. It's true I offered you the choice, but my heart is broken.
He looks like a puppy.
It's true I offered you...
Poor lost little puppy doesn't get to fight to the death.
I'll find a use for you.
Also, I don't really see him as an ally. It doesn't seem to be popping up as an ally, but whatever. Alright. Yeah, I am not 100%ing Dark Moon. There's no point. There's no bonus to doing it all. So why would I do it? So that should at least help the playthrough be a little shorter. But yeah, as of right now, the games we'll end up playing for the non-scary Halloween games this year would be Luigi, Ghosts and Goblins, and Little Nightmares. Alright, next up. Let's go to Sunstone Rock. Oh, forgot to... What about the fans with Luigi phobia? I feel bad for them. How could you have an aversion to Luigi? He's so... Well, honestly, Dark Moon is the game that really made me fall in love with him.
Find out what caused this.
Alright, we had this whole thing happen. Let's go talk. Also, because I am just flush with cash, I have bought tons of potions.
It was a machine lure. We don't know how they got it.
Rosgrund concealed the parts on his person, no doubt.
We searched him. How?
You don't want to know how.
Ugh. Gross.
Warden Geneva. This is the one who defeated the behemoths.
Outlander. I'm impressed. I don't impress easily. Tell me, how do you fare with hunting living prey?
Haven't had any complaints? Why?
3 dangerous prisoners have escaped. I need my men here, getting the others back in line. None of this would have happened if we dealt with criminals the old way. But I've clashed that gong before, and here I am. And here you are.
Alright.
What's the old way?
To be buried up to the neck and left for the sun's judgment.
Seems to me like the judgment's already been made.
Not one of them committed another crime.
Who are these dangerous prisoners?
3 from the isolation cages. Don't feel sorry for them. They've lived well off the Sun King's conscience. First is Rosgrund. Oseram trapmaker, hates the Karja, crazy as a loon in heat. Caught in one too many blasts.
Oh, Shadow
Or
Wape,
one
thank you
too
very much
few.
for the host.
Then there's Ulia, a Tanakh warrior, if that means anything to you.
Not really. Another tribe?
Reavers, from the south. Bloodthirsty. Some say they're cannibals, but she slurped gruel well enough. And the last is Gavan, a traitor who smuggled weapons to the exiles.
Compared to the other 2, this one doesn't seem so bad.
He helped drag out a civil war, all for the shards it got him. A machine has more warmth.
Alright then.
So the Karja keep their criminals in this place?
Since the liberation, we've had them all, from thieves to the Mad King Duran's former kestrels. The Sun King believes in the power of change, and sure enough, some did change. Shed their skin, like lizards. I thought all criminals were the same once. That's why the Sun King gave me command of Sunstone Rock. As an education.
Sounds like an honor. I mean, I haven't seen any other women in Karja armor.
No. I'm not one of your sisters. No woman can wear Karja armor. When I was young, I chose to become a soldier. One good enough to join Avad's honor guard. There was talk about what I was. So I'd say, test me, and I'll break your arm. After enough arms had been broken, there was less talk.
I'm curious, but I'd rather we didn't have to start fighting.
Agreed.
Alright then.
So you want these prisoners brought back?
No. I want them put in the earth. I doubt they'll give you any choice. They had their chance with the Sun King's generosity. So now they face mine. A bounty on all their heads. Ulia of the Tanakh, Rosgrund of the Oseram, and the traitor Gavan.
If I did this for you, I'd need a lead on them.
Well, when Ulia first swept through the Sundom, it was with the jungle bandits. I say she'll go back. Rosgrund we pulled out of a crack in Dust Mesa, where he'd been tinkering with his bombs. And Gavan will be trying to pay his way across the lake. I'd burn my palm on it. Look in Bright Market.
Alright, we got our hunts defined. And Dine 6, how are you going to review SMT 5? I have no idea. That one would be a little tough. Like, if we happen to be lucky enough to get it early, I might try to ask Catherine, who did the analysis, to review it for us, if possible. But you know, it's hard to say. I know I won't be able to do it just because my attention's honestly going to be on Pokemon. Pokemon's a bigger release. So... let's go get this, let's get these runaways. Oops, I actually need that. Looked like fire killing to me, so... I need to kill more raccoons so I can upgrade some of my stuff.
Okay, I already got rid of the bandits. I don't think it'll be hard to find this warrior.
See? You take great care of the bandits and it's a whole lot easier.
You have weak blood. Yes, perhaps they will send soldiers. To use to you yet. You fear my teeth? This one, I cut on the armor of a chieftain. This one, on a great machine. Which of you has a place in the stories of my skin? Who will fight? You could not defend your home against a single warrior? What should I make of that?
Can I not do a quick kill?
No, the bandits would fight each other to determine the
Alright.
strongest.
Bad day for one of us.
Man, I am not impressed by her. You okay?
No way we could have talked about this, huh?
All the Karja did was talk. Talk and bleed. Talk and shackle me. You fought like a Tanakh. I'd have taken you for my child.
You can't just take a child.
The strong take from the weak. And in the taking, I made stronger. These stories pricked into my skin. Look. Children, riches, lives, and land. All of these have been mine. Drink of my... my blood. And they'll live on.
No, Ulia. I've got enough stories to carry.
I like that she actually gets to talk to him a bit. Alright. It's Defender of Chaos, only 6 more days until OLED and Dread. Heck yeah, I'm so excited. Oh man, you're thinking Game of the Year for you, a New Age dub for SMT 5. That's pretty high praise. Not that I doubt it. I mean, it's been a hell of a year for good game releases, you know? That's nuts.
Meridian suffers under the sun. We will bring shadow and with it peace.
And they would taken me way out of the way to get back down there. Down I go. Oh god, there's a lot more. Ow. I thought I was at the bottom already. Whoops. Alright.
Only the Karja and Shadow truly deserve the name.
That was awkward. Let's try that again. Oh, the fire. Oh, there we go. This might be a little easier to get down with this. She has a lot of rope. Is that far enough down? Oh, no. No, it's not. It's like, I don't want to jump to my death again. There we go. Way better.
Fresh as it comes.
Do you want to come and get your accolades for your new emote? Yeah. Yeah, you made a new emote. Don't you want to, like, bask in the glory?
I hope everyone enjoys it. I'm getting ready to take Kai to a really cool place that's sort of close to us, and they sell fresh made ice cream from the cows on the farm, and they have like a corn maze and fresh baked pies and sandwiches and all kinds of really delicious stuff in the little petting zoo. So me and Kai are gonna have a fun time because Kai is very fussy and bored right now.
Yeah. Love to go with you, but that kid needs entertainment.
Yeah. Yeah, it's basically like a little fall event, little fall time. So I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
But I hope you all have a wonderful stream. Make sure you're on the Amy police if Derek gets into trouble.
I mean...
Anyway.
Oh, God, there's explosions for some reason.
So, but thank you all for being amazing. I gotta go get Kai ready now, but hope you all have a wonderful day. And see you later tonight.
No sad.
Bye. Have fun.
No matter. Bounty hunters die like the rest. Welcome to my ravine of death.
Are you serious?
Sadist, murderer, trapmaker. All these things. That's why they put me in that stinking hole.
Well, these prisoners are certainly interesting.
Careful now. Don't slip. Still alive.
It's really not doing that much damage,
Yes,
dude.
I'm curious. I don't suppose those behemoths that called to the prison killed Geneva.
You're gonna be disappointed.
Yeah. That's why I have my toys. To distract me from the pain.
Alright. Gotta get up and get this guy. Got a mad bomber on our hands.
Not yet, little acrobat.
Can I just shoot him?
Whoopsie.
Sure, I could just shoot him, but we'll see what he has in store. Hey, expecting your uncle to visit Cat Evie. That should be fun.
But you're not on fire yet.
How are you so fast?
Persistent, aren't you?
Go this way. Okay, let's try this. Come on, up, up. There we go. Oh, come on. Get up there, Aloy. Okay, that's actually pretty clever to put it there, down there.
You got me. No more traps. Tell Geneva I'll be a good boy from now on.
You expect me to believe that? What's in your hand?
Oh, this? Well, just a little... Oops.
I guess he died doing what he loved.
He killed himself? What? That felt really anticlimactic. Alright, sure, whatever. Keyblade for my 239th game ever playing a Soul Calibur 4 for the 360 and PS3. Nice. I don't think I've ever killed a goose.
Should have brought a cart.
I need a goose. I need goose bone. Hold on. Let's see. What else can we get? I think that's the majority of it for now. We at least got our goose and maybe can craft her... Nope, I can't increase any. I want to increase my carrying capacity. Also, when did I get all this stuff? I grabbed a fast travel pack by accident. Oh, right, from doing all yeah, okay. This is from doing all the Hunter's Lodge stuff. Okay. Cool. Sorry, just answering a question from Amy has. Let's go get another fire and see what else we come across. I really don't think there's many more side quests for us to actually do after this one. So that'll be nice.
Here they come.
Wait. Oh, it's a fox. But I still need fox stuff, so... I gotta manage resources again. I don't know if I need all the lens stuff anymore. Alright. I'm just making room. I keep 4 stacks of each one, so... I think it all works. Hey, Super Paper Pokemon. anything I can do? Aha! Oh, thank God. Oh, wait, that's hunter bow. We need sharpshoot bow. I need a raccoon. Whatever, we'll still upgrade it. At least that's done. I need to find Rocket and kill him. I need a skin. Oh, God. I'm not gonna deal with you. Bentley will remember that. He'll deal.
Old man caught me sipping a brew at work.
Are you serious? There's another side quest over here? Hi?
Ah, machine-riding Nora with a special spear. How lucky to come across you. I have a proposal. Come closer. Call me Fernand.
Man, Amy made that emote right on time.
Okay, Fernand. What's your proposal?
During the reign of that idiot Carja King, Outlanders often hid items of value from raiders. Well, I found one.
What is it?
A relic from the old ones. You probably would understand it better than I do. Unfortunately, it's too high for me to reach.
Uh-huh, and you want me to get it for you?
What a brilliant plan! You're a much better climber than I am, to be sure. Get it, bring it back, and we'll split the proceeds.
How about I see what it is first?
That works too.
You're very trusting that she actually will bring it back.
My eyes are up here.
I'm looking at your spear. It's magnificent, but how does it work?
You stick the pointy end into the machine.
Yes, but how does it turn foe into friend?
It's simple, really.
Yes?
You wouldn't understand.
Oops.
What do you do exactly?
I'm a trader of fine tinkerings. I buy low, sell high.
But in this case, you wouldn't be buying.
Sometimes I find tinkerings as well.
I see. Let's say I'm interested. What do I need to do?
The relic rests on the rise of Dusk Mesa. Bring it to me at the Meridian Docks, and we will both profit.
We'll see about that.
All right, then. Oh my God, there's another. There's another one. Are you serious? Go to town, find quests. Yep.
If this Gavon came through here, the inn seems like a good place to start asking.
Well, at least it's actually story-related stuff.
My bones are tired. Been working too damn hard.
The Nora. Rumors of the Nora. Readers many times have been asked to describe the most fearsome of the barbarian tribes, the Nora of the Savage East. So ferocious are the rumors of these people, you might think it was they who raided us during the dark times of the Mad Sun King, but not the opposite. Well, dear readers, though I possess bravery, there is shadow length between bravery and certain death, and it is certain death that awaits any who trespass on the sacred land of the Nora. However, I have traveled beyond Day Tower into the snow-dusted hinterlands of the Savage East, and onto the very edge of Nora territory, now the site of a hardscrabble trading camp known as Hunter's Gathering. There, sat around an open fire with outlanders and uncouths, I was able to gather tales and eyewitness accounts of what might be seen within the Valley of the Warrior Women. They told me another day's travel south lies the Mother's Crown, a name that suggests something grander than the fort of tree trunks and log cabins that was ascribed to me. Still, I was assured it squats most imposingly upon a rocky outcrop, far above rushing rapids and white-capped falls. From its ramparts, a series of watchtowers stretched back across the mountains, and at any sign of approach, flaming arrows arc into the air between them. For a tribe so concerned with their precious wilds, I expected less careless behavior. Those interlopers, stout or foolhardy enough to approach after this display, are turned back with another flight of arrows, this time aimed just above their heads. The Outlanders, chuckling, agreed that if a Karja showed their colors, the arrows would fly lower, and that even soldiers behind Day Tower's walls grumble about being ambushed and devoured by Nora warriors. I corrected them that was the Tenakth, not the Nora, who are known to engage in cannibalism. In fact, the Nora have only been seen to chew the bark from trees, the tough plants from the ground, and drink strange herbal brews. I propose that they may well be hidden from forbidden from eating meat, except that their strange feminine rites beneath the moon. More rumors. Here we got the proving. Okay, basically all rumors about what the, how many side quests? I did everything in Breath of the Wild before beating that game.
As the sun is my witness, never had a Nora in my house.
What about a man named Gavan?
No. Can't say I've heard that name, but we're a trading town. Get a lot of people through.
All kinds, I'm sure. Like ones who don't want to be followed.
I never heard of your Gavan. If he's trouble, well, can't say I'm sorry. Now, I've things to be doing, Nora girl, if you don't mind.
Oh, he wasn't suspicious at all. Time to take a look around.
What have we got in this place, I wonder? Huh. Oh yeah, I did a lot of side quests. I'd have entire streams devoted to side quests, and when I played through the original Xenoblade.
Had enough of work and enough of my family.
Alright, I'm a little confused where this wants me to go.
Girl, I told you, Bright Market has its shadows, but I run a clean establishment.
I'm not going home. No. Don't want to face my father.
Well, I guess in the meantime I can go grab this side quest and then figure out what the heck to do about the inn.
Leave me alone, girl. Can't you see I'm searching the water?
Okay, what's wrong? Has someone fallen in?
No. Have you seen a girl of about 17 and... I can't even say it.
Are you afraid she jumped to her death?
I don't know. Elida. My only daughter. She's gone.
Who else is searching for her?
I demanded the guards look for her, but I can't put my hope in them. They say girls run off all the time at this age. Not my Elida. I've reached out to her friends, but they say they haven't seen her in weeks. Weeks! How could I not know?
That is a good question.
But they will look for her. I've searched everywhere, and then I thought maybe she might be here, in the water. By the sun!
Where did you last see her?
Just last night, in the house. She seemed better.
Then how have her friends not seen her in weeks?
She seemed withdrawn, sad. So I was pleased when she wanted to go out in the garden. That's the last I saw of her.
Has she done or said anything unusual?
She's been like a different
Mystery.
person. She used to be such a happy girl, playing in the dirt with the boys.
What changed?
I don't know. She disagrees with me about everything. Hates the ceasefire. Thinks we never should have fought the war to begin with. It's been a month since I've seen her smile. She spends so much time in her room. I
Just
should have paid more attention.
moody kid.
Did something happen during the war that upset her?
The war upset us all. The cruelty, the mad Sun King, the blood on the streets. When Edelman's men fled, they stormed through here. There's a ceasefire now, of course, but Alita broods about it more than ever. It bothers her that our people are so divided.
I'm a good tracker. I could look for her. Where did you last see her?
In our garden. Please, maybe you'll find something I missed.
I'll do my best.
May the sun light your way.
Alright. In the meantime... what am I missing about this inn? Alright, this is starting to bug me. Usually it's not this hard to find stuff.
Could be something around that my focus will see.
I mean, I've been trying your focus. Yeah, I'm kind of flummoxed.
My bones are tired. I've been working too damn hard.
Wait, I see something.
I could use my focus to look around.
There we go, finally.
Hello, Gavon. You wouldn't have gotten this off without help. But you didn't make for the harbor. And you didn't go alone.
Okay, now we're on the trail. Thank goodness. Oh, the gremlins in my mind, Cat Evie, are always restless. Always a million things to do. Excuse me, just gonna hitch a ride.
This will be quick.
This way. There we go. Now we're moving.
So did Gavon find his friends or his enemies? Suppose they weren't the same to me.
Don't you pass out, Gavon. I'm not done with you. If you can break out of Sun... Hey!
I don't know what I stumbled in on, but got this. That was fun. Sup?
They sent you to take me back to Sunstone?
Not to take you back.
Huh. Well, Hashiv's done your job for you.
Geneva said you were a smuggler, only for the shards. Is that true?
I could tell you anything. A sick mother, or I did it for the poor children.
But you'd be lying.
In the year I spent in the cage, all I regretted was killing that guard. Because it got me caught. You can take that back to Sunstone Rock.
Oh well. I guess 3 interesting stories. And then back to Sunstone Rock. Except there's no... Why is there no quick travel there? Excuse me. Oh, sequel to Xenoblade Chronicles X would be amazing. I really did love that game. I know why people aren't as into it, but nah, I mean, you see how much of a side questing fool I am. That game appealed to me.
Your aid to the Karja Sundom in these times of strife is appreciated. That's the official response. I'd say, I can tell you've done the work by the look on your face.
2 of them got themselves killed. The other, welcome to fight to the end.
They would have found death with or without you, taken others with them.
That's what I told myself.
Smart girl. Doubt we'll meet again, so go in light.
Wow, 5 extraordinary award boxes. Ridiculous. All right. I guess we'll do this one since it's a little less. We'll go here. I really don't feel like fighting Glendhawks. Hopefully these quests won't take too long.
Dusk Mesa. Now I need to find someplace too high to reach, if I'm to believe anything Fernand said.
Time to climb.
What do you know? And it's empty.
Spear girl!
Of course.
You found it. The perfect location for an ambush. Now throw down that magnificent spear, and we'll let you live.
You've obviously heard of me. You know what I'm capable of. Why do you think this will turn out well for you?
I like
That's
the
a good
odds.
question.
Get her.
Why do I bother?
That's a good question. Who do we got here? These people really should know better.
Not even.
You won't dodge this!
Nope, I missed dodging that. Whoa.
Another volley!
There we go.
That's the last of them. But Fernand ran off. Right to the Meridian docks, I'll bet.
Try to get a trap. Okay then. That seems smart. These quests, in fact, took too long. Somebody told me there's not a lot of quests in Horizon Zero Dawn, and I was almost finished. Also, I missed the real Klong. Thank you very much for the follow. So I had assumed I had done almost all of them already. Apparently not.
Only the finest goods here.
There you are, Fernand.
Oh no.
I thought you liked these odds. Come talk.
Let me.
Oh, Fernand. Our deal is off.
Oh, it's you. How about a new deal? You could just cut off my finger, or my hand, or my left arm, but that's my final offer.
Ooh. Yeah. Spread the word. Tell them who I am. Why is the Dragonborn, slayer of the mighty lizard beast that can destroy whole towns with just a breath? We can take him.
Tempting, but I want you to spread the word to all your crooked friends. Me and my spear are off limits from now on.
I can do that. What should I tell them?
Tell them how you barely escaped with your life. Get creative. You're good at that. I don't want to have to come find you again.
Understood. You won't hear from any of us ever again.
I'd better not.
Everyone will know to leave you and your spear alone.
Thank you. The idiocy of some of these attempts at my life. So close to that next level. Alright. Next quest. Let's actually go find this Alita. Why does this guy remind me of Florida Man? Gotta spread the legend of Aloy and let them know not to mess with us. Especially after this point. Like, my god. Alright, let's go play detective. I mean,
Looks like Alita left a few things behind.
Aloy's kind of just Arrow Batman at this point.
Ugh, smells like ash or rotten eggs. Better pour that out. Aren't these for spying far away? Why would you need a spyglass in the garden? I guess she was doing some gardening.
She was Shovel Knight.
Something buried. No, something dug up. I must have left a trail.
Alright, we got our tracks. Let's find this girl. Oh, yeah, green arrow. Basically, I guess, yeah, green arrow.
Flower petals. Why would she take flowers from her own garden?
What
Did you
is this
find
girl up
anything in the
to?
garden?
Nothing definite yet. I'll let you know.
Oh, no. You gotta be kidding me. Another one? How did this not show up before? How?
I barely turn a profit even in the best of times, especially since I usually hand out what I can to those in need. Would you care for some fruit? Better enjoy it before someone runs off with the rest of it.
Has someone been stealing from you?
Yes, almost every night. Not enough to force me to close shop, but definitely enough to hurt.
Have you found any sign of the thief?
Just a couple of old rinds near the storehouse. Not much to go on.
Why haven't the guards looked into it?
The gods blame the wildlife, but I doubt they believe it. I guess they have more to worry about than a woman and her livelihood.
Is there anyone you suspect?
I've known most people here since childhood. None of them strike me as a food thief. You want to talk about other vices, however?
I know how to track. I could look for the thief.
Really? Thank you. You could start in my storehouse by the river. Someone must be desperate to steal rather than just ask me.
I'll see what I can find.
Alright. Well, that's our next tracker. For now, let's find this girl. Man, Brighthaven has some problems. I mean, you guys used the whole Marth, you finished with those errands, but it kind of feels like Aloy as well.
The petals end here, at the water. Could her father have been right, but at the wrong place?
Wait, rope?
Ropes. To tie up a boat that isn't here. Maybe she took the boat to that island over there. Looks like I'm in for a long swim.
Yep, long swim indeed. Oh, Fifth in Line almost finished with the Grandia. Nice. I've not played those games. Though I did get the collection of 1 and 2. Martha's the Seas Point errand boy. Aloy's the side quest errand girl. Anyway, at least Aloy is doing important stuff. That is a good point.
I'll shake it out later. The boat. This looks promising.
And immediately an alligator. Hold on. Oh crap, I'm in the wrong arrow.
Stay back! It's not safe! That'll help. Get out of here while you can!
I'm not gonna leave you like this.
I don't even see the girl yet. Ow.
You did it!
There we go. Oh, she's up there. I'm getting better at this.
are you? How did you learn to fight like that? What are you even doing here?
Maybe you can start by answering a few of my questions. What are you doing on this island?
I come here to be alone.
Do you know your father fears you're dead?
I'm surprised he even noticed I was gone.
He has the whole village looking for you. He's worried.
The snap maw kept me. You took care of it, so thank you. I should be fine now.
Why did you bring flowers here?
No real reason. I'm trying to make this a place for us. For all of us.
Who's us? Is there someone else here?
No. I was going to surprise my friends with what I made. There's no one else here, obviously.
She is very
Let's
suspicious.
go back to the village together.
I need to finish planting my garden. Just a little more time. I'll be fine, I promise.
You know, I think I'll take a little more time too. To look around.
You don't need to do that.
I really do.
Yeah. What is this girl up to?
Bedrolls. 2 of them.
Ooh. What's that all about?
And a set of cups. She must not have been alone here. Looks like Alita has a friend.
Is she hanging out with the wrong
Alita, if
crowd?
you came here to be alone. Why are there 2 bedrolls? And don't lie to me this time.
By the sun, I don't know where he is.
Who?
A troll. He lights a fire signal when it's safe to meet him, but he's not here.
Homecoming Hero with a highlight message saying, "Hey Derek, hope you're well on case 5 of game 2. So excited for the discussion. After that, I return to Catriel and my indie games as I prep for Dread. Though I will say this dang case as in the games are so long for Ace Attorney game. Also, imagine living in Japan and having to wait between 2015 and 2017 for the sequel. This honestly feels like one big game. Hoping Capcom releases an Edgeworth bundle. Oh, I'd love that. And yeah, they do. They're definitely longer. Basically, we're just waiting for Ted to finish up the game, and then we can record. So once Ted finishes up, all 3 of us will be able to record and give our thoughts on Great Ace Attorney.
Who's a troll?
A friend I've known since childhood. I'd be planting in the garden and he'd dump worms down my back. I hated that. But the last few months we'd meet here and everything was different. We talked for hours. He helped me plant that garden. I couldn't wait to see him again. It's like I'm dead and only come alive when I'm here with him. Do you know what that's like?
I can't say that I do. Why keep this all secret?
Troll is a soldier for the Karja in Shadow, stationed at the outpost across the lake. It's treason for us to even meet. How could I tell my father? How could I tell anyone?
Well, then how did you 2 arrange to meet here?
We came here as kids. After he left, I would come back sometimes. One day, I surprised him here. He smiled from ear to ear. We sat and played like we had as kids, but war had changed him. Changed us both. We weren't kids anymore. We started meeting in secret. He'd light a fire to signal it was safe for him to leave his post at the Citadel, but last night...
He didn't come?
I've been waiting all night and all day. I haven't seen anyone but you.
Enough of this. You have to go back.
Please, if you came all this way, will you look for a troll? He lit the fire on the island not far from here. If I go, he could be killed. We could break the ceasefire. But Honora wouldn't. I didn't mean for
Well, this
any of
got
this
more
to
complex
happen.
than I
I'm so
thought.
sorry.
I'll find him if I can, as long as you go home to your father.
I will. Please come find me there. I can't sleep. I can't breathe knowing a troll could be out there. Hurting.
Romeo and Juliet. Alright. Time for another swim. How'd you two get here, secret tunnel? I mean, they do kind of look like it. The entire time, Aloy's just mumbling herself, freaking causing me these troubles. This is awful. Doing all this crap for other people. Oh, this guy is totally dead. Maxim Grimm, any spooky movie plan? Not yet. It's hard for me to watch spooky movies when Amy does not like them.
Sort of scuffle, ending with someone being dragged away.
Well, that's not what I wanted to grab. I wanted this. I swear to God, if this leads me to another set of side quests. Well, that doesn't sound good.
Speak up or I'll cut off your other finger. Who were you signaling?
That must be a troll.
Want to hear him talk? Hard to believe that thing fought alongside us.
I tell you, traitors are everywhere.
I don't know about that.
Sure. As soon as it gets a little hard, people give up. Want to do the easy thing instead of the right thing.
Well, he was captured and is being tortured. Yikes.
Is that
Down. To destroy the unfaithful.
Really? Missed?
Grant me victory.
Bye. You guys have fun. I'm going to go over here and confuse you.
Can't take another.
Where did she go? Which way did she go? Oh yeah, live action Avatar on Netflix. That'll be something.
Got him.
Do 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 do. I know it's kind of impossible, but I would love to see adaptations of the Avatar comics. Though I do need to read more of them. I've not read since the Zuko's mom one.
I see him.
My God, how many of you people are there? Hey, lift her up ahead just a bit. Just, you know, little. Billy? Ah.
let this deliver the
There we are. Can't be as bad as the movie. One would hope not, but who knows. Boy, these guys are not smart.
Let this impale the enemy.
Alright. Takes care of them. So much for the easy sneak up method. Oh well. Let's see how many fingers this kid lost. God, 7,000 shards I'm up to. Is there anywhere for me to buy the animal skins I need? Or do I actually need to hunt all those?
A troll.
How you doing, kid? Hey, Zacian. Novoxis, thanks for the gift sub going to Brian.
Alida, I was gonna ask her to leave with me. To go into the Outlands. Somewhere out in the sun where no shadow could reach us. But we wouldn't have made it. They would have followed me. I know now. Alida, tell her they never learned about our island. She's safe. Give her this. Tell her it's worth it.
A troll?
Did they seriously just let him bleed out?
Poor troll. And poor Alita.
You know, if you want information out of him, you don't want to torture him to death. That's kind of dumb. Yeesh. Nothing really ever ends happily. Does it? Oh boy. Oh yeah, I probably should go take care of that fire real quick. Get those teleport points in. Then we'll teleport. I honestly thought he'd make it when they only talked about, you know, cutting off a finger. Hey, Super Paper Pokemon, thank you very much for the subscription. Says, nice, 8 months and counting. Only about 30 more till we finish that request list. Yeah, exactly. We're getting there. I'm going to be working hard to get through it. Once we get, you know, once we're done with Horizon, we'll be blazing through. That's great. Pedro, thank you very much for the gift sub. Going to Tabitha Bunny. Very much appreciated.
There are no shadows under the noonday sun. Words to live by. Should be out there fighting machines, like pacing around here.
Well, this is going to be brutal.
Don't say it. I know he's gone.
The Shadow Carja found him. But you should know, he never betrayed you. He wanted you to have this key.
It's a key that Balaki gave me. He said our lives were locked together. Thank you for bringing it back. For all you did for us.
He said it was worth it. All of it. Are you all right?
No. But I will be soon.
Are you saying what I think you're saying? Alita, no. Look at me. Look at me. I can't imagine how you're feeling. But you don't have to go it alone. Your father was crushed when he thought you were dead.
Crushed? He still treats me like a perfect doll. His prized possession. No. With the Troll gone, I'm all alone. It isn't worth it.
Wait, Alita. I was wrong about what a troll said. He didn't say it was worth it. He said it is worth it. All of it. Our losses can feel overwhelming. But they remind us of our connections to others, to a Thrall, even to your father.
This has a good message, at least.
A Thrall would have wanted you to remember that and go on. I know it. Now will you?
I'll try.
Please, let me get your father. Will you talk to him?
I guess.
This is an involved quest.
I should have given you a token for your kindness in finding Alita. Is something wrong?
Alita needs you to listen. Right now. Go to the garden, quickly.
I will. At once.
To me for help.
Don't be dumb.
Is the guard. I don't get involved in politics. Arrested too for disorderly conduct last night.
It's about a Thrall, Father. He and I were together. I didn't want you to.
A Thrall? Yes, I remember him. From when you two were no taller than the flowers in your mother's garden. But he went west.
They never found out about us. He didn't tell
Discovery
them.
Channel ended around the world? I did not hear about that.
Oh, Alita. All that time spent writing edicts, I thought my work was keeping you safe from this war. It was all just parchment. And I could have lost you.
I'm so sorry, Father.
I wish I'd known all this time what you were going through. But I'll be better. Thank you for this second chance.
That's nice, at least. Alright. Now we gotta investigate the storehouse, and I got enough to get Tinker. Because this is the last kind of important quest I wanted to get. Oh yeah. And that allows me to do this. There we go. Improve that a little bit. There we go. Now we can use all those purples. Much better. Alright, to the storehouse. Got it. We should theoretically be in story territory after this one. Hopefully.
This barrel's been moved recently. There we go. Tracks.
Alright, let the tracking commence. Theoretically, yeah, you never know when all these apparent story missions, little side quests will pop up. My goodness. And this is why we're going to be doing, probably going to be doing stuff on Tuesday. Wait, raccoon! Get back here! No, you didn't give me good stuff. Wait, oh, examine the
Spoiled
fruit.
fruit. The rabbits seem to like it, though. Oh, look.
The extra revenge quest on-
More fruit for me to follow. If I can see it in all this grass.
Revenge quest. raccoons. Banana. Okay, this is a bit more involved than usual. Wait, another raccoon! No, missed. Get back here. Get back here. Give me your skin. Where'd he go? No! How do you escape? Bummer. Or I could... Okay, that pig is invincible and I'm not messing with it.
Okay, boars, out of the way so I can have a look. Trail of footprints this time.
Where the heck are they taking me? That was a goose I could have got. And between the fruit and the animals all around, we could have ourselves a nice dinner.
Must have climbed up.
Of course he got himself into trouble.
Father, son, forgive me, forgive me.
There's our thief, and he's in trouble.
Well... One down. Aha! Clipped you. Really? You fell up there? Alright. That wasn't too bad. I've seen a little bit of Big City Greens, referring to the chat. What the chat's talking about, at least. And it seems like a pretty fun show. Where the heck did they go? Oh, there he is. Oh, wow, he really did run off. The heck? Stop extending this quest. How did he move so quick?
Thank you, Savage. You saved me from the sun's judgment.
And then you ran.
I did what now?
I left the misery of Sunfall not long ago, knowing that I'd never be welcome back in Meridian. So, I've been stealing food from a woman at Bright Market just to survive. But the Glinthawks must be the judgment of the sun.
You believe it attacked you because you were stealing.
Why else? What if I beg forgiveness from the lady? Will that absolve me and save me from the Glinthawks?
I took care of the Glinthawks, but yes, you should return and apologize. The woman you stole from is kind. She'll forgive you.
The sun has spoken. Thank you again, Savage. May the sun light your way.
Great. People finally stopped calling me outcast and
Go figure. Either way, Lungs and Roses, thank you very much for the very generous 500 bits, saying, "Hi chat, got my flu shot and now resting for the rest of the afternoon by watching the stream. Glad I could watch today." And you're in time because guess what? We are done with side quests. We're done. We can finally go and curse the darkness. Curse the side quests. If I had to guess, there'd probably be more popping up if I go there or there, but we haven't. So we're just gonna continue on with the story until until it forces me to do something. "100% side quest completion?" I don't know. I do all the ones that pop up. Just because I'm curious. You know, there are some interesting stories. Astrolipe 888, thank you very much for the follow. Excuse me. Ah. All right. Let's see what we're in for. Geese. By the way, those weapons we got were from the whole lodge thing were nice, but I don't know if they were absolutely necessary. Oh, so that's a raccoon. Was turkey, now it's raccoon. And yet you don't want to give me what I want. Man, they stopped giving me more raccoons would not have to die if they just would stop, you know, not giving me what I want. I seem to have come to an impasse. I don't think I can just climb up. What the heck? Let's get a ride. I think that we get some kind of meat, but I don't know if it's prime meat. Where the heck is the road? Okay, we'll just do this.
I can get out of this.
Okay, there we go. Somehow missed that the last time. That's alright. Now we can just get a move on.
Aloy, you're very close now.
I was wondering when you'd speak up.
There's a sheer rock wall just ahead. Look close, and you'll find handholds leading up.
Oh, really? And who put those there, Right. Why would I expect an answer? It's so much more exciting to keep it all a mystery.
It is.
That's the Eclipse Focus Network, he said. So how are we going to do that? Oh, wait. I forgot. We won't. I do all the dangerous stuff. You just listen. There are the handholds, right where you'd said they'd be. Did you get that silence? No? Fitting name you got there.
She really does not like him.
All right. Take a seat at the campfire and we'll have a little chat.
Alright, what are we in for?
How nice of you to finally drop by.
Our purpose this night is to crash the Focus network.
Yeah, tell me the part I don't know. How?
For starters, you'll need to infiltrate the Eclipse's main base.
Wait, what?
That's right. Fortunately for you, I brought you round to the back way. It's right through that crevice. Once you reach the base, you'll see the objective. A derelict tallneck that's been extensively modified. Climb the tallneck. Grafted into the top of its disk, you'll find a module of sorts. Destroy that, and the Focus network will crash.
So you were part of the Eclipse?
I've never been part of anything. I serve my own interests, always. But it is the case that I assisted the Eclipse before I sensed the threat they might become. It was a mistake that I'm doing what I can to correct.
What sort of assistance did you give them?
Head through that crevice, Aloy. You have more important things to do than ask questions.
Oh, lovely. She really does not like him.
Gonna be tight. Corrupted machines. Patrolling like guards.
More like soldiers. Held in reserve for a war yet to come. You'll have to get past them. The back way. I didn't say it'd be easy.
Interesting. Alright. Well, I will say I do not want to fight most of these things, so we're just gonna stay hidden. Those chickens are bad enough. Yes. Okay. Just gonna load up my arrow before anything else. There we are. How to get up there? Apparently there was a... Alright, gotta get through you. Okay, that was satisfying. Let's go and get out of here. And hopefully not get shot.
explosions in the distance.
Pay that no mind. Doesn't concern you.
What the heck am I in? Oh my gosh, there's so far to go. Scrappers this time. Yay! I mean, New Age, I can't imagine going through 99 floors of Super, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. That seems so excessive. The Ghost and Maggie McGee. I saw a little ad for that. I don't know what it's really about other than this girl that is not scared by a ghost at all, but I don't know anything beyond that. Could be interesting. Let's get rid of you.
Getting close now. Head for that ridge. The tall neck's just over this ridge. You'll see it when you reach the top. Now be ready to act fast. You need to get in and get it done before they raise an alarm.
I mean, I've rated how many bandit camps, so this can't be too hard.
You getting this?
Oh yeah, Crypt of the Necrodancer. I did forget about that one. There's a lot of other games out there, of course.
The transmit has been moved. Check down the ravine to the left. Only place it could be.
So much for your insider knowledge. Toward the explosions. Great.
You got exactly one shot at this, Aloy, so spare the sarcasm and make it count. You see that bridge over the ravine?
Yep.
Memorize its location. There's a rappel point on the side. That'll be your way out.
And these Eclipse troopers?
Avoid them or kill them, your choice. The blasting should cover any noise you make. Find the tall neck and destroy the module on top.
Here we go.
Kill them, got it. Girl moves in creepy house with the family. Ghost curses her, but it backfired as she wanted friends, and now Ghost can't get away as he made that curse. Oh, so it's kind of like a Ghost version of Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Nice. Yeah, I'm totally killing all these guys.
Haven't you got anything better to do?
Fortunately, there really isn't a lot of these dudes.
That shelter. It's bigger than the others.
Find the tall neck, Aloy. There's no time to poke around.
There is if I make time.
You really gotta make time for yourself sometimes, you know? Oh yeah, Amy and I did a Cadence of Hyrule playthrough in co-op. It was fun. You can check that out on her channel over at Belaim on YouTube. It was cool because I was Link and she was Zelda.
better not be one of ours.
Oh yeah, I forgot I had it triple loaded. Well, oh, that did not end well for that dude.
What is this place?
A distraction.
There are several data points.
Oh my god, that's so much data.
When sleep refuses to come, I think of our wedding night. How you welcomed me to the marital bed. How after, when you fell asleep, I lay there watching your delicate face. For all its beauty, I detested its fragility. A rage swelled up inside me. I abhorred that bed. How its softness threatened to swallow us up. And that room, the stench of incense, the fine embroidery of the drapes, all of it weak. I slipped from the bed, threw open the casement, and lay naked on the stone floor, determined to spurn all seductions of comfort. But when I woke the next morning, you lay beside me, naked as I in the cold. Your body, stretched beside mine, seemed chiseled from stone.
Okay.
Saw you wake, instantly alert, like an animal ready to strike. You said nothing. You did not have to. Already you had shown me beyond doubt that we were meant to be.
Alright, who the hell is this?
Never does the sun show pity. And yet, when my wife died in birthing, and in dying into the life of my child unborn, I pitied myself.
Huh.
My lord sensed this. But instead of casting me down for weakness, he cast upon me a radiant beam of honor. He ordered my kin buried in the sacred caves reserved for royals and heroes. Unimaginable. Never again would I doubt that I am the chosen of the sun. Never again would pity find a place in me. Not for myself or another.
Oh yeah, Egg Roll, I'm so excited for Muppets Haunted Mansion.
When I first set eyes on the buried shadow, I trembled. Was I not the chosen of the sun? A blazing light of faith to shred and scatter darkness? Was it not my place to destroy this devil? But High Priest Bahavas instructed me in the prophecy and set right my frame of mind.
What is going on with this guy?
The murder of the true Sun King broke the cosmic cycle short of completion.
Ah.
The world cast into darkness, doomed. To resume and turn the wheel of time would require more than sun and faith. All forces must combine, all halves of nature join to one cause. Shadow to sun, night to day.
They're crazy.
Even a buried shadow wants the wheel to turn. For without a sun in the sky, there can be no shadow. My lord, the 13th king of the Karja Sundom was murdered. Cut down by cowards who mistook firm rule for madness. Ever the strong are beset upon by the weak. So he said, as the traitors launched their assault, as their cannons forged by Oseram filth toppled the battlements and burst the gates. I would have fought to the end. But it was his will, the will of the sun, that I lead the prince and queen into the west, to safety. My lord did not hesitate. He saw his fate. He looked into the sun, and he did not blink. With me, he sent kestrels, nobles, sun priests, and slaves. Killing all that stood in the way, I carved a path to sunfall. There, we joined others to gather the strength to take
Well, this
back
isn't
our
good.
home. But our strength only faded until the buried shadow was brought to light. nightmare. The same reality. Holy Meridian in the hands of profligates. Debased. The spire, towering above the horizon like in a glittering spike through the center of my mind.
We're getting all kinds of lore.
Every daybreak in exile is a mark of failure. But the count of days runs thin. I will see Meridian retaken. The profligates slaughtered. A true king restored to the Mesa throne. In this, I have become an instrument of prophecy.
Okay then, we are trying, there's a...
So long as King
Apparently
Mesa
Avad's
languishes at sunfall,
brother is around.
he will never learn the true lessons of the sun. I have tried to instruct him, but the shadow of his mother's influence is upon him. I took him to the palace balcony to behold an offering of sacrifice in the ring, but he showed no thirst for it. He averted his gaze. Look to the sun, I told him. Do not shield your eyes. In all things, it is absolute. One day,
Hellas is quite devout.
scorches life away. He burns the skin of champions and wretches alike. Never does the sun show pity. That is the example a Sun King must follow. The example of your father. But before my instruction could take hold, she was there, clutching him to her robes, burying his face against her breast. How is a king to rule when he cannot even see?
Okay then.
This armor. There's only one man big enough to wear this. Helis. This is his shelter? Or is that fancy?
What would you expect of a pathetic? His only extravagance is his brutality.
So you know him?
Just enough to want to stop him.
Yeah.
It would not have been easy to drag the tall neck down his path. Why bother?
Just find it and get to the top. Destroy the module and then get out fast as you can.
Sure is a lot of blasting up there. Sounds busy.
Busy enough not to notice you, let's hope.
I see it. They built some kind of structure around it.
Climb it. The sooner this is done, the better.
I don't like this. Feels wrong.
Everything here is wrong. Just get to the module and destroy it.
Something's gonna happen. I feel like we're gonna run into Hellas again. But it's definitely interesting that Hellas is just like, nah, no earthly pleasures for me. This is weird.
I see the module.
Good. Now be quick.
This is Hades?
Aloy, this is not the time.
A metal devil.
Open the module's casing, now. Aloy, do as I say or all is lost.
Well, that's not good.
Entity has come here.
What the hell?
Entity miscalculated. Entity cannot destroy me. I am beyond its reach.
Maybe you are. But this isn't!
What is happening?
Destroy the entity.
Ah, crap. Why do Hades always wants to kill us? Oh god. gotta go, gotta go.
Are you kidding me? This looks easy. Almost there. What?
Don't fight. Keep moving.
Fine, no fighting.
Come on.
Oh, that's...
Got it.
Bye.
The whole base is on high alert.
No kidding.
I noticed. Bridge in sight.
That's the way out.
I know.
Thank you for the follow, Pazzy. Oh, God. Well, that could have gone better.
Rough going, but you survived.
You knew Hades was there and you sent me to him?
I won't deny I risked your life, but it was the only way. Now, with the focus network down, we can both get what we want. Access to the secrets of Zero Dawn.
I'm past trusting you with secrets.
Good. That means you're wising up. Trust is for fools. It shifts and crumbles like sand. A poor foundation for any partnership. But mutual self-interest, now that is a solid bedrock upon which you and I might build a new science of understanding. We both need answers, Aloy. And thanks to you, we're on the verge of grasping them. At Sunfall, we'll speak again.
You miserable... Damn him.
Really, it does feel like we are just getting tossed around, doesn't
If I
it?
could toss this focus and be rid of you, Silence, I would. But we both know I need it. Sunfall it is. And Zero Dawn.
Deep secrets of the earth. Also, I got a new skill. What do we want? Do I work on the... I don't do that much. Let's work on the combat override and call mount stuff. All right. Oh no, they're taking us into a city area. Sunfall might have stuff for me to like side quest stuff. Oh no. If she crashed her focus now, how does Silence still talk? I am not sure of that. Maybe it just prevents spying? I don't know. Yep. Of course. As soon as we got close to any kind of civilization. Maybe Silence using a different ISP. I mean, it's possible, I suppose.
Sunfall. The Mad King Duran's summer palace. A bulwark of Carja might against the howling Forbidden West.
Thanks for the history lesson.
But they have no idea what lies beneath. We will learn much from this, Aloy.
That's what I'm hoping.
If we don't act soon, we won't be strong enough to...
Well, let's save.
I'm a laborer. What am I supposed to know about foraging for food?
What are you up
She's
to?
very pale. Is she unwell?
Yes. She's a fighter, but the fever on her won't lift. It only burns hotter. Her name is Shiana, my sister.
Isn't there anyone in Sunfall who can help?
We're refugees. We know our place. And there's only one healer in the territory. He's difficult. His soul is in shadow.
Well, that doesn't seem good.
His soul is in shadow.
Galiv. That's him. He's very clever, but he has little care for people. Perhaps the desert scoured it all away. Perhaps he was always like that. Either way, I know he won't help us.
Well, I'll see about that.
Hmm.
Where would I find him?
Last I heard, he was patching up soldiers at Blazon Arch. Another border battle.
It is kind of interesting to me that they mentioned the Forbidden West so often, of course, over here. Theoretically, between these two places, this should be the end of sidequests outside of the Frozen Wild. Again, I don't know exactly what I'm getting into with the Frozen Wild, but we shall see. Slowly, though. Slowly we are getting done with it. Okay, yeah.
But then, why would he leave his tools behind?
Alright, let's see what this guy's all about. Excuse me.
I never would have thought Bruce would be capable of it.
Are you Galiv, the healer?
I had planned to spend the day gazing at the lands of my exile and feeling sorry for myself, but you're not from Sunfall, so this could be interesting.
I came from the tent city there. There's a sick girl. Her brother told me about you.
The answer is no.
What?
No, I can't spare the medicine, nor my time to administer it. My resources are already spread thin, thin as the soiled cloths I have to use for dressings.
Why won't you help?
Look at it from my perspective. What meager goods I can get must be smuggled in. That's expensive. The behemoth's share goes to the military. Of course, there are the demands of the Citadel. Helis's kestrels are so prone to sticky ends. What's left, that's for the nobles, who can pay well for my services.
Look at it from my perspective. A little girl is sick.
I think we are calling to each other across an ideological impasse.
Interesting fella.
What's stopping me from just making you do it?
I'd have to cause a situation. And you wouldn't harm the only healer disgraced enough to work for the Shadow Karja, would you?
Well, we've only just met, but yes, it's tempting.
Take it up with the Citadel. They decide who lives and dies. Nothing you can do would compare to my punishment if I use the last of my stock on a tent girl.
You're kind of an ass, healer.
There's no cure for a conscience.
Oh, that's
he
he can heal your ass.
I've built up an immunity to it. And yet, if you feel so strongly about this one girl, perhaps we can make a deal. My charity for a Thunderjaw heart.
Do I already have that?
How charity works.
It is how deals work. You'd settle my debts. For a while.
Those parts aren't exactly easy to come by.
As it happens, a Thunderjaw prowls the Valley of Omens, north and west of here.
Why do we keep having to fight
I know it well
Thunderjaws?
because they expect me to put its victims back together. Runaways, mostly.
If I do this, it's not for you.
Oh, I'm not expecting you to do it at all. But I'll be heading back to the Citadel later.
Alright. Well, time to take down another Thunderjaw. I've never played Dot Hack Novoxis. New Agent of it is so realistic. Pretty much all healthcare personnel are dicks in real life too. Oh good. Realism. Well, that's Firekion. Let's go kill a Thunderjaw.
This has to be the place. The Thunderjaw shouldn't be hard to find. Just hope I see it before it sees me.
Found it. Just took down that tree. Jerk.
Their skin is
Ow. Not where I meant to hit it. Ow, I did not know it could go through rock. Wrong button. Oh, cool. I already knocked off the important piece. Cool. Hold on. Ow. Excuse me. No more ammo. Great. Okay, Thunderjaw down. Gotta admit it's satisfying when you pull it off.
I'd have to leave something else.
And of course I need to make actual room for it. Here we go. Hey, 2 Thunderjaw hearts. Came out on top. Oh, he went back over here. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Tox resorts. Considering I work as a medical scribe and an urgent care clinic, I wouldn't try to take too much offense. It is all in joking. I know it is not. My sister works in healthcare. So, yeah. I get you. No offense is meant or anything like that. I think it's more the system of paying for healthcare is the thing everybody hates.
A deal's a deal. See to the girl, and it's yours.
On my oath. But tell me, if this girl survives, what do you suppose is her future?
It's better than not having a future at all.
What a charming notion. Come, let's be quick about this. Kindness doesn't keep well in the heat.
Kestrels keep gathering in clusters, whispering to one another.
It's you. Hello again.
I've brought someone to see your sister.
How did you... What did we do to deserve... No, wait. I don't even want to ask, in case a shadow passes over and it's gone.
Smart boy.
She'll have his full attention, won't she?
Once I'm freed of other distractions, yes.
Alright, that's all that at least. Oh, I know, I understood you wanted to set, but I just want to put it out there that we need healthcare workers. It's just the healthcare system sucks. Hello, Zero Dawn Project Facility. What are we going to find here?
Check out these wares.
Alright, what you got for me? Got all the outfits. I still have not gotten a fox skin. Dang it. But I will make some room. I don't believe we need the hearts anymore, so we'll just sell all those. Four. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go.
Don't forget to stock up before you're on the road.
Even more cash for us. Oh boy, what is this place? Guessing this is the arena we always hear about. Fighting a behemoth.
The submarine. Proud tradition.
It's not like this in Meridian. At least.
I should have used.
Not going well for them.
Now we get to see if your attack on their focus network was entirely successful.
What are you talking about? Did I crash the network or not?
Success. Welcome to the Citadel, Aloy. I'll check back with you in a moment. In the meantime, circulate.
I have a feeling I wouldn't be able to get through here unless I did the errand quest. Because they're really palsy with me.
Outlanders, if you want to hear about today's bounties, head for the throne room. You're not going to make any shards by standing out here. Filthy mercenary bottom feeders.
I'll take the shards, even if it means having to listen to Bahavas.
I hear the Shadow Cards are looking for one of their own. Should pay well.
Oh yeah, Blade Bear, I got partnered a while ago. It was thanks to everybody's help. It was very kind of everyone to support me so much so I can reach partner status. Plus now we got all these fun emotes thanks to Amy.
The sun knows we need it.
That is
by the glory of
quite the hat.
Revealed. Behold, radiant Edaman, the one true Sun King, the light in shadow, whose will is light and whose light is law.
I command Lucius Bahavas to speak in my behalf.
He's so cute.
By the will of radiant Edaman does the sun glare down mercilessly upon the traitor Uthid. To the hunter
This
who
poor
brings
kid.
his head to us shall go a bounty of 500 shards.
More prisoners than royalty, don't you think? Love your hair. You and I need to chat, little huntress.
Now, who is this?
Down in Shadowside? I'll be there.
Kind of busy.
We both know you're no killer for hire. Uthid is innocent. So come see me while there's still time to save him.
So, the way in I spoke of is right behind you.
You've got to be kidding.
Not at all. And you needn't worry about the Kestrels. They'll be too busy acting important to pay attention to you.
First time in the Citadel, gotta see the sun ring from on high.
Huh. They introduced a side quest in the middle of a freaking story quest. That's amazing. Wow. Wow. Well, let's go talk to her.
They want us to see this, boy. It makes quite an impression.
I hunt with Kikuk. Speak with him if you must.
You're not known to Kikuk's killers. Have any songs been written about you?
Maybe. How about you?
Only laments. We're the enders of songs. Machine spirit or man spark. We stop them all.
Ah, charming.
Warmth is for weakness.
Okay.
Nora, you have the mark of a seeker.
It's more complicated than that. I'm an outcast. Like you.
Yes. I am Yun. These are the shunned. We'll take any job, but hunting our hated tribe, that's for free. Keep that in mind.
Why did they cast you out?
Murder. You?
Birth.
Yeah.
Saw a Kestrel talking to a couple Outlanders. Looked like he stood on the orders.
Can I say hi? Oh, he's already gone. Can't go say hi to the kid. All right, let's go and check out this side quest with this whole Uthid stuff.
Gonna watch some slaughter. This is the place to do it.
I don't underestimate the ease of hiding in plain sight.
Hold on. Hold on. I'll be back. That's where I recognize him from. He's from John Wick. Thank you for that, Blade Burr. I just been recognizing him for so long, but I couldn't understand it.
Dowager Queen Nasadi, little ones. Her Highness knows times are hard and helps when she can. Eat. Bring some home for your families, if you have one.
I've heard whispers about you. Rides machines, fancy spear, delightful freckles. Some even say you have a conscience. How extraordinary.
Who are you? You're obviously not one of the Shadow Karja.
My name is Vanessa.
Blade Burr, thank you for the gift sub to Scary
All
Helicopter.
you need to know is that I'm a whisper of reason in this howling pit of insanity.
I know how that feels.
I'm sure you do. And so does Uthid. He's a good man, so naturally the Shadow Karja want to murder him. I've done some digging, and I think he's headed for the Green Climb. It won't take those mercenaries long to find him. He could use some help, if you're so inclined.
She has rupees along her face.
Stop being evasive and tell me who you really are.
Stop being evasive? You might as well tell me to stop being charming. It's impossible, but I like you, so I'll tell you a secret. I have friends in Meridian, and I like to do favors for them when I can. Uthid might be of use.
Her mouth movements are not matching up.
He survives.
How do you know Uthid is...
Oh, Nilmer's TV, thank you very much for the Prime subscription. Thank you for choosing me.
He feeds orphans from his own rations and personally punishes anyone who hurts the old or infirm. The idea that he would try to kill Edaman is ridiculous. He must have found something that can embarrass the priesthood. Otherwise, Bahavas wouldn't risk marking such a well-regarded man for death.
What makes you think he's on the green climb?
He knows he'll be pursued, so he needs a hideout that's both familiar and defensible. He once single-handedly held off an entire bandit clan in those foothills. My guess is that he'll fall back on what worked before.
All right.
I'll do what I can for Uthid. But what about you?
What about me what?
What will you do while I risk my life?
Useful things, little huntress. Look for 3 dead trees south of Sunfall. They mark the start of the green climb. Good luck.
All right. Let's see what we got. Wow, I've not gone this direction at all. We'll start here and head down in that case. Hopefully we can finish off this section and get right into the story before before we end off today. Be nice if we get at least 2 story missions done, because did not expect this much side questing. I thought we were done now that I got all the bandit stuff, the corruption. Oh my god, Tox Resorts, thank you very much for the 5 gift subs. Holy cow, going to Investigator 126, Impure Maze 223, Textrax 1590, Chowan HK, and Arkwing 24. Thank you so much. Extremely generous of you. I'm not gonna, I don't need money. Holy cow. Derek has enough for the Switch OLED. Oh, the money you guys give me goes to I'll tell you what the money you guys are very kind enough to give me goes to. It mainly goes to helping with my car payments and credit card. The money I make from GVG goes to mortgage and that other stuff. The usual stuff for a house. But this is a nice little extra to do all that. So thank you so much. Mito with the gift sub going to Blade Burr. Very kind.
Three dead trees. Just like Vanasha said. Let's see if Uthid came through here. These tracks lead up that rise. Must be the green climb.
All right, let's see what this green climb is all about. Alright, Blade. Works for me. I don't mind Blade Blur, but I know my R is kind of slurred because of a speech impediment.
Foot tracks stop here. Time to climb.
Oh no! I missed. I am just excited. Like, it's cool that the OLED's coming out. I'm not too concerned about it, but God, I can't wait till Metroid Dread. Gonna be begging Amy to just give me as much time as I can working on that so I can get the review done as soon as possible. Thanks, Blade. That's very kind. And I would have never guessed that English was your second language.
Made it. Where did you... Food scraps. I'll bet Uthid stopped to see if he was being followed. He must have kept going. I've got to catch up.
There we are. Let's continue after him. See who this Uthid is.
A dead machine. Uthid's been hunting. Everything useful has been stripped. Uthid's been gathering components, probably for him.
What am I hearing? Oh, great.
Talks. Looking to scavenge.
They really like making me fight Glinthawks. Well, level 46. Ah, screwed up that shot. Glinthawks are like the least fun thing to fight.
Alright, back to Uthid. Where'd he go from here?
There we are. Oh wow, fifth in line. You must have grinded it quite a bit if you took out the final boss of Grandia with only getting hit once.
A kill, they're worth it for the price.
Fire kiln.
Dead watchers. More scrap for Uthid's stockpile.
Ooh, I thought that was a jump. Alright, what are we going to find here? And thank God he's a terrible shot.
The next one doesn't miss.
Uthid?
You're young for a bounty hunter. Or am I old for a soldier?
I'm not here for the price on your head, Uthid. I believe you're innocent.
Innocent? Come on, then. If this is a trick, it's a good one. You've earned your kill.
Snow. It's not getting any warmer out here. No tricks. Just
What's
talk.
up?
All right. Speak.
I want to know what happened at Sunfall. What really happened.
All right. For weeks, each dawn in the tent city came with a new death. Always in their sleep, no struggle. The old, the infirm, sometimes the young. Those who couldn't fight for the cause. I should have realized then it was a culling.
Who would do such a thing?
They thought it was a curse, an evil spirit. But it was only a man. And a silent poison. It took time to catch him, but we did. We brought him before Bahavas for the sun's judgment.
The High Priest Bahavas? He's the one who put the bounty on you.
Yes. He thanked me for my diligence, then had his guards release the villain.
I had a feeling it was Bahavas.
It was he who ordered the culling. Then they turned on us. Should have died with my men, so their loyalty meant something. 20 years I gave to the sun. For what? Malice and murder? As for honor, sacrifice, true sacrifice, the kind priests and rulers know nothing of? It's all a fat joke.
If it's honor you seek, the Sun Karjas seem trustworthy. A little stuck up, maybe, but trustworthy.
Those Karja once raided your Nora lands. Raided every land we could reach. It was the Sun's will. I did what I was told. Others did worse. But as their captain, I had...
Uthid, I don't care what you did. I can't absolve you. But the Karja are changing their ways. You could too.
Perhaps. Avad doesn't understand what the Sun demands of its soldiers.
Perhaps he understands it too well.
Now you sound like the blameless Murad.
I've not picked up Super Monkey Ball. Probably not going to get a chance to, but I do remember how hard the original was. Like, my goodness.
I believe you're a good man. But why go with the Shadow Karja in the first place? Why serve them?
Because of Itaman, of course. He was the one true Sun King.
Itaman's just a child.
Yes, an untainted vessel. I believed he was pure. But they used him. Used our faith. I can see that now. No shadow.
Also, Blade Burr, thank you very much for that gift sub going to New Age
Bahamut
Nub.
didn't
Very
need
kind
to
of you.
disgrace my name. I did it myself, serving a rotten throne.
I met someone who wants to get you out of this. A woman named Vanasha. But first, we need to get you out of here.
What are you? You look like a hunter. You give orders like a soldier who's been out. Mercenaries. Think they'll all line up to tell me I'm innocent?
Should have stayed on the plains, Karja! The mountains belong to us! Kikuk's killers!
Guess we're going to be killing a lot of these guys.
When we're done with you, you won't even leave an echo.
You didn't make it hard to be followed. Almost as if you wanted to go out in a showdown.
Not much gets by you.
Eyes on me, Lord!
All right.
Move in! We'll start away as soon as they arrive.
He does not want to go down. Well, that was a double hit.
It's up to you now, man. Rally! We can still finish them.
I think I just killed Kikuk.
Got you now.
Why aren't you dead yet? Dang it.
You're going. It's gonna rain.
Keep up the attack. We still got another squad on the way.
Oh, great. More. Ow, stop shooting me. It's annoying. Alright, some more of that.
Ready to die?
Well, that didn't do anything to him, except giving him probably a massive headache.
That won't be the last of them. Follow me. I've stashed supplies up above.
Alright, let's do it. Oh, you got a Monkey Ball on PS5. Nice.
Grab what you can while we still have time.
Some more medicine. Well, ran out of time. Who's next?
A robust defense is the most satisfying to break. All right, Marvels. We brought the priest out here, so let's put on a show for him.
We didn't talk to that guy. But look who we get to kill.
I know that, Hood. We've unfinished business, Bahavas and I. This will be difficult. I think you rallied to a lost cause.
I don't intend to die today, Uthid.
I did. But you're starting to change my mind.
She's so inspirational. Oh, God.
Got all I need.
You want to give me your fancy toys? I could use your fancy toys.
Here it comes. Last thing you'll ever see.
Run for it!
You kind of exploded when I hit you. What the heck?
Look out! To your left!
These guys are having a rough day. There we are. They're coming faster than I can loot them. There we go. Well, that's cool. Here's mine. There we are.
I can't reach him!
I can't even shoot him anymore. They're coming that quickly. Alright, sure, whatever. Hey, there's a goodie up here. Hold on. Is there only one left?
That's the last of the Marvels.
Bahavas thought he had enough fodder to keep him safe. Now there's hope for justice. Will you come with me?
Sure. Just gonna get some more medicine real quick. Homecoming Hero says, raised money with the completionist through Indieland recently. Your Shrek stream inspired me to do Bean Boozled as well. So every $10 I would do a bean and got a $70 donation in one go. And I did 7 back to back with the last 4 being bad beans. I regret nothing and everything at the same time. Yeah, that sounds about right for the Bean Boozled challenge because, oh boy. But I'm glad you were able to raise money like that. That's awesome. Oh man, I really do hope we get DLC maps for Mario Party. That'd be awesome.
This won't be easy. Bahavas still has his personal guard.
Did his hands come out of his sleeves, or has it always been like that?
Across there and we'll have him.
Alright, let's do it.
I had to come here myself to end your suffering, Uthid, and mine. The Outlanders led us here, and now that they are dead, their price is most affordable. But enough with needles. It's time for blades. Remove them from the sun's sight.
So now I just think about Xenoblade. So kill the guy on the right first. Got it.
So they woke up.
The sun sets on your pathetic life, Uthid.
My God, this guy can take a beating.
Kill Nora.
I'll take that.
Press the attack.
Make it hurt as the shadow falls upon them.
That'll work. Let's go, go, go. For Halloween, you have long play Luigi's Mansion 3 Boost Scary Helicopter. Did that once. It is exhausting. I will say that right now. And that was right after the game came out. So, oof. I don't have a desire to play Luigi's Mansion 3 for a while.
More than double it.
No. I'm tired of this, Bahavas. The lies and the violence and your cheap scented oils. I don't suppose you'd kill yourself.
I had to. I had to. Prune the weak, or all the Karja and Shadow are doomed.
This solves nothing. But may the sun find some worth among your drying bones.
Take that and your stupid hat.
That was quite a fireworks show.
You took your time.
I was busy. What do you think happened to Yun Shund, the other mercenary band? And I had to organize passage to Meridian for a wanted man. Give
She's
us a
fun.
moment, Uthid. Girl talk. You've had quite a day. I never imagined Bahavas would blunder into his own trap. His death opens up wonderful possibilities.
Yay!
Remember Edaman and Nasadi, the Child King and his mother guarded like hostages at Sunfall? With Bahavas gone, no one will be watching them. I want to get them out. And I could use your help.
This doesn't feel like side questy stuff. This feels like
Kidnapping
somewhat
the
important.
Sun King of the Shadow Karja is no small task.
It's not kidnapping. They want to go to Meridian, to safety.
How do you know that?
I've been posing as Nasadi's handmaiden. She's scared. For herself, of course, but mostly for Edaman.
What's going to happen to Uthid now?
Don't worry. You gave him a second life, and I'll put it to good use. He'll be welcomed in Meridian as a military advisor. Hopefully he can help Avad finish the Shadow Karja with as little bloodshed as possible.
What's going to happen at Sunfall now that Bahavas is dead?
Oh, it will be glorious. The priests will panic. There'll be infighting, skullduggery, and backstabbing as they wrangle for power.
Yay!
Most of all, they'll be distracted. Bahavas, your life brought misery, but your death is a flower that blooms in abundance.
What do you need
Well,
to
there you
get
go.
Nasadi and Edaman out of Sunfall?
With Bahavas dead,
Woo, he's dead.
Sunfall is the easy part. I'll handle that. The big fuss will be crossing the border to the Sundom. Find my friend, 3-Toe Huadiv, near the branded shore. I hired his crew to sweep the path, so all you have to do is wait for me.
If this Huadiv has already cleared the area, why do you need me?
Contingencies, little huntress. Something will go wrong, and I need protection I can count on. You.
I'll try not to disappoint.
All right.
The Nora said you would help me. Are we bound for Meridian?
Only if you want to go, my dear.
What choice do I have?
None at all. I was just being polite.
Well, there you go. And Queen's Gambit. I guess we'll go there and Make camp? It bothers me that those aren't marked. Alright, well, we didn't make as much story progress as I was hoping, but we did get to meet Hades, and we made it to Sunfall and met more of the,
Like driving up a storm.
Shadow Carja stuff. So, I feel like some of the things we're doing now doesn't feel too, like, pointless. It does feel like it serves the game. But I may be wrong, who knows. That said, okay, hello. I'm just going to ignore that. Oh dear, it's this way. Running. What's the total percentage so far? Hold on, I will take a look as soon as I get away from this guy.
Get it while I can.
Oh, I found the campfire, so that's good. Corpses around. That is not a good sign.
Right.
Okay, let's take a look at our percentage. 89.82%. That's how much of this frickin' the frickin' game is main quest. It is I think if you did like the main quest crit path, something like that, it'd be maybe like 20% of the game. Do your part. If I have to listen to that rancid do your part for Zero Dawn song one more time, I swear I'm going to stab out my eardrums before the melody can fester in my ear canals. It is not inspiring, it is not stirring, it is dreck that makes me want to kill myself before the robots even get a chance. I would literally give my life right now to kill the asshole who composed that goddamn thing. Ugh. Can't this apocalypse at least have a decent soundtrack? Wow. Main quest is 22% of the game. Wow.
Forget about traveling light.
Well, with that, I suppose that brings us to an end for this session. All I know is that we are so close. Oh yeah, here's the stuff for. Oh god, there's side quests in Frozen Wilds. Oh boy. 22 main quests. Does it say how many side quests there are? Out of curiosity. Theoretically, there should only be these. Well, yeah, 22 side. Let's see. Okay. This is the last one. These are the ones that I have up. We are done with side quests once we are done with this. And 14 errands. Okay, 2 more errands. But still. That's good. Oh, look. There's the others. Hold on. Just so we don't... I knew there was another one that popped up. We'll get this side quest so it's in there, but these last 2 will be it. Actually, this is probably an errand, honestly. And yeah, that's not counting Frozen Wilds.
Are those tooth marks on that machine?
Man, I thought we couldn't find a better hat than the other guy.
You're a hunter. Machine hunter. I can smell it on you. Their oils and fluids. Oh, your hands are stained. Can I just scent your fingers?
What the hell?
No.
No, of course not. No. Forgive me. In my head, it's addled, heavy with the taste of metal and lightning and prophecy. Do you dream of the metal world, Huntress? That's what you, Nora, call it.
Ancient world?
Okay.
Yes, you've almost touched it. You hunt the machines, strip the parts, reach into their guts, let the sacred fluids run out, spilling away into the earth, wasted. Open your mouth to insight. Drink up. That's what I did. I'm Bryn.
Gross.
Yeah, looks like it. Those wounds. A sawtooth gave them to you on the hunt, didn't it?
Oh, not just any sawtooth, not just a hunt.
We are finding some weird people with side quests.
Low, quiet in the long grass, spear at the ready to bring it down. Then the scent, the taste of its blood overcame me. I pounced, wrestled it down, bit into it. Oh, so close. A shiver through my teeth as they ground along the wires. But its teeth won out.
You're lucky to be alive, I think.
Until the wounds mend, flower into scars, only my mind can wonder. But why not trade, Huntress? You bring me the blood, I tell you what it reveals.
You really drink the blood of machines?
Whew, this guy's wild.
Tales of a tribe from the land where the sun goes at night. They were suckled from the machines. No, it's true.
I will say this guy is a good actor.
Drew closer to them. Then the tales go dark. A whole tribe disappeared.
Maybe because they all died? Drinking machine blood can't be good for you.
Oh, first it made me sick. Then came the visions. For days and nights. Machine dreams, Huntress.
What the hell?
You're Vanook. Is this normal for your tribe?
My tribe. No tribe! The other shamans said, you've drunk in the machine spirit's madness, they said. This is not the way of things. Stripped me out on the ice, left me to die. Said, that's the way of things. Cold, unending.
They cast you out. But you survived.
How? How?
I remember the chill pressed in slow, spear-tipped. Tall necks gathering their great dark heads over me like a garland. Then I was walking again, walking back to my once tribe. To return is to be forgiven. But I kept walking. No one stopped me.
Okay, then.
Dreams you have.
Oh, you're curious. Good. It'll give you a long life. I wish that for you. That's my blessing. Now we're sworn. I'll tell you how the visions began.
The way he's saying those lines reminds me of Heath Ledger's Joker.
Is silence. The sky is dark.
You want to know how I got these scars?
And peel
Machine
it back,
oil.
Expose the ancient metal beneath, like skinning a rabbit. It's warm to the touch, warm as the sun. Pressed against it, I feel sound. My heartbeat is the thunder of titans rising. Machines bigger than mountains, stronger too. The metal world carried on their shoulders.
I'm not sure I like these visions of yours.
They're an answer. But to what question?
Okay.
I must know. I'll share.
It's been interesting, but I should be on my way.
Roam far, Huntress, and remember, the blood is precious to me. Yes. Good hunting at the Ridge of Vales. If you fell a sawtooth, bring me what spills, won't you?
Not enough metal in the rainwater. Not for my taste.
Or maybe too much.
Okay. Well, that's something. Well, with that, we're going to save, and next time, we only have a few, like, we only have that side quest and the other side quest that saves the ex-Sun King's son and wife next time, and then should be all story until Frozen Wilds. So, progress. And yes, we will raid Linky. Don't you worry about that. Yeah. Yeah, no more. Man, Amy, you came up with. We got this emote like right on time, because I, honest to God, thought we'd be straight shot, but then side quest after side quest after side quest kept popping up. It is ridiculous, but we're almost done. We're almost done with the main game. There's still Frozen Wilds. So let me go save. It's like she knew, yeah. So yeah, I think we're going to be beating Fire Emblem before we beat Horizon. I think so. And again, I need to keep an eye out for these Forsaken one to ask them. But right now, I am thinking that for for Tuesdays, after we beat Fire Emblem, we'll do our extra Halloween streams to celebrate, and you know, if the Forsaken one's okay with it, Thursday nights for Silent Hill 2. Just so we have the atmosphere, you know? Just so we have the atmosphere. We'll see how it all goes. But, of course, I will be back tomorrow for Dragon Quest VIII. Got all kinds of stuff done for that. We'll be doing some side questing stuff there as well. Got to finish off the Monster Team stuff so we can get our new character. We got to... I spent a bunch of money at the... earned a bunch of money at the casino, I should say. And there was one other thing. Oh yeah, turn in the photos and do all that stuff. And then we can continue on with its story as we hunt down a dog. Of course, we'll be back on Tuesday for more Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon, as we're only basically 2 more sessions away from the end of that. And, yeah, we'll just go there. Oh, Flowscapes, I'm so sorry that you just joined at the end. Thank you for coming in here, and thank you for following. It's very much appreciated. But yes, we'll also, of course, be back next Saturday for more Horizon Zero Dawn. And Amy, I'll be back here with, we'll be back on Amy's Twitch channel for more Fire Emblem Three Houses, which we might be doing the story chapter tonight, or we could end up doing War Paralogs tonight. We'll have to ask her and see what we're going to end up doing in that case. But it feels like we're making good progress. Hopefully we get through. Let me go ahead and get right up for Linky. Get that started. And yeah, I'm feeling good. We're feeling good, and we'll get back to things. So apologies for
getting cooler.
Just how long this has taken. I did not realize, but I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun. Either way, thank you all so much for joining me. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow and finding out what's going to happen next in Dragon Quest. So until then, everyone, take care. Bye.